Hey Haven, it's Scott. Say I was just reading some of the posts, and I know some people commented, or one person commented about the background. Yeah, it does look green. Unfortunately, my paint is kind of tannish color with green tint to it, I think, and my couch is tan with a green tint. And of course, it's a webcam, so that probably doesn't help matters either. Um, anyway, the reason I'm getting back is I was just kind of curious to know why you're almost sounding like you're getting ready to throw in a towel. Not quite yet, but almost. When, as you mentioned, it's only been 6 weeks. That's really unfortunate. But I think everybody's telling you don't give up if you don't have to at this point. I mean, it is still early, and I'm sure there's a lot of things that you can do to try to increase business. I mean, I think that's what we're all here, and I think we're at the point where we're trying to figure out a way to try and help you. Obviously, as we discussed, the fact that it's over the internet and we're not actually there is going to be difficult. But it sounds like you've got a couple people in the area, and maybe Mixed Pro said it sounds like he knows some of the things in the area that will help out as well. Um, One of the things I noticed right away when I went to your website is I guess I didn't even notice the flowers, whatever. But the color of your walls was really loud to me, but that's just my opinion. And some people might like that, but I just thought, wow, the wall color and the two shades were really contrasting, and maybe that's just something to think about. Paint's cheap, takes time, but boy, it really can change the look of a place. The other thing is on some of the pictures in your website, there was one girl, well, two girls actually. One was blonde, and another one had darker hair. She was a darker skinned girl, and they're both extremely attractive. And I was just thinking, why don't you try to maybe hire them to be a server, or one be a server, one be a bartender? I'll tell you what, if I was a single guy uh, and I walked in and saw those girls working there, I might stay a little bit longer, and I definitely have a lot more drinks. So, like it or not, that's the reason why there are a lot of female servers in this industry. And all you have to do is go to Chris's website or some of his videos and look at some of the girls there. They're unbelievable, and there are reasons for it. I'm not saying that Chris is necessarily being discriminative, but like it or not, that's the way it is. So I'm just saying that was one thing I noticed that might be a thought for you. Outside of that, as I mentioned too, the sign really needs to get out front if you don't have what we're talking about. When I say what we are talking about, I mean I noticed somebody else mentioned that you need to get a sign up, and you did mention that you have one up. However, is it explaining that you're open? What does it say on it? Is it telling your hours? I mean, if you have a big sign that says Doherty's, which I know from your MySpace video, Doherty's is the name of your pub. Um, you wouldn't need that on there. You just need a big sign that says open every day from 2 p.m. till 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. or whatever it is. Just a quick grabber that gets people's attention to tell them that yes, we're open. And maybe you need just a little open sign that you can click on and off that spins around in neon. Those are like 99 bucks at Sam's Club or whatever it is. That gets people's attention too. And you need to let people know that you're open. Because boy, I'd sure hate to think that you are going to throw it in this early. It has only been 6 weeks. So that brings up another question, I guess, in my mind is were you not preparing for um, budgeting for 6 weeks or 3 months or 6 months out or whatever? I mean, did you just expect business to pick up from the very first day or the very first week, and within 2 weeks get into the profitability mode? Because if you did, then unfortunately, as you can see right now, that's not always the case. And I'm sure that even Chris will tell you right away that it takes a little bit of time for him to build up his businesses to where he wants it to be. Um, but I think he plans for that, and he knows that as well. And I was just assuming that you would too. So I think that's why we're talking about a lot of this marketing. So anyway, I guess I just was going to say that looking at your website, those are the two things, the two ladies that I would think about hiring right away, and get on that sign. Um, Other than that, yeah, you don't want to drink away all your profits, as the other person said. You want to save that for the potential guests that are going to come in and hopefully buy it versus drinking it. Drinking it isn't going to help anything. I know they're just kidding, or at least I'm going to assume they were. But anyway, that's all I have right now. I'll talk to you later. And sorry about the vid if it's hissing. I don't know what to do about that right now. It's a webcam.